Hello my beauties, happy Friday the 13th. Today is Friday, August 13th, 2021, and if you are watching this now, you are watching the replay of my Friday freebie. So, I am doing today's Friday freebie from outside on this gorgeously hot day. It is very, very hot today. It is like, I think it's about 34 degrees. It's quite warm. And I thought it was too nice to be inside for today's live video where I do my Friday freebie. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what I've been talking about all this week with self-transformation, self-development, and give you a little bit of information about Friday the 13th. Because a lot of people think about Friday the 13th and they immediately think, oh my goodness, it's bad luck. Like, today is a terrible day, bad things are gonna happen, it's a very superstitious day, it's something that, like, you know, has bad energy around it. And that is some absolute bull poop. Let me tell you why. So, the 14th century is actually when Friday the 13th became a negative energy day. And Friday the 13th actually used to be good luck as it was associated with the 13 cycles of the moon in a lunar year. And oddly enough, which is also really interesting, is that women's menstrual cycle syncs up to 13 cycles. And they usually ovulate on the 13th or 14th day. Right? So there's this connection to this feminine energy. Friday as well is connected with Venus, the planet Venus. It's known as Venus Day. And that is connected to the feminine energy or the sex of a woman. And that has a lot to do with love and relationships. So there's that Friday connection, and then the 13th connection with divine feminine and feminine energy. Now, before the 14th century, it was seen as a day of healings and blessings and a powerful feminine time of enlightenment and feminine energy. And it was a day where witches specifically could do healing energy specifically on their divine feminine energy. And this includes male witches too, not just female witches. Because a lot of people, oh, there's an ant on me. A lot of people assume when I say feminine energy, they're like, oh, she's talking about women. Feminine energy is within all of us, just like masculine energy. So there's that. And then around the 14th century, because, well, you know, witches, the burning of the witches, what ended up happening is they started associating Friday the 13th with being a negative day. And it was around 1487 when, the guy's name, forgive me if I butcher this, Heinrich Kramer went forth to burn many healers and had a hatred for the powerful feminine leaders or feminine divine witches or those who participated in divine feminine energy. So yeah, this actually is a day where you can use this energy for blessings or divine healing. It's not an unlucky day, it's actually a very lucky day. So yeah, if you are a witch, today is a great day to do any form of self-love healing spells, doing divine blessings, prosperity. We just had that Leo new moon. We're moving forward to the blue moon in Aquarius. Oh, which I wanted to mention, I actually am doing a once in a blue moon event on my personal website. All of my services right now are tax-free, and I've added 3 new, more affordable tarot services, which are called card draws. And you can pay for a 3-card draw plus a bonus oracle card, a 5-card draw plus a bonus oracle card, or an 8-card draw plus 2 bonus oracle cards right now on my website. And I'm going to do that for as long as it feels good. So yeah, I wanted to talk more about transformation and self-healing and moving through the momentum and getting the motivation to continue on your self-transformation and self-development path. So the thing is, everybody's self-transformation and self-development path is personal, and we need to remember that, especially when it comes to if you're personally healing something or you're working towards a personal goal. Honey, it ain't all gonna happen like that, okay? You gotta take time with these things. And you need to remember that your journey is different from everyone else's. So stop comparing yourself to other people, especially when it comes to what it is you are working towards. So the other thing that's important to remember is to remember why you're working towards what it is that you're working towards, right? If your self-development is a goal, a personal goal, or maybe it's like just even a personality goal, like you want to be more compassionate or more caring, you need to know why you're doing it and actually feel motivated to do this towards your self-transformation or self-development. And the reason for this is because if you are taking this goal from an external push instead of an internal push, you're less likely to achieve the goal for self-transformation or self-development if it's external as opposed to if it is internal. If we have an internal locus of control or an internal push moving us forward towards our self-transformation and our self-development, and we actually feel motivated towards what it is we are working towards, we are more likely to achieve it. Whereas if you are putting everything on an external factor, well, that's not going to motivate you very much as an internal factor would, right? So for example, let's say you're trying to embody more compassion within your life. If that is coming from a place within you where you divinely feel led to be more compassionate and loving, and you feel like that's something that aligns with who you are as a person and your belief system and your values, you're more likely to achieve that goal than if you're doing it because your friends are doing it right now and it seems cool, so you're going to do it. You see what I'm saying? The other thing I wanted to talk about is know that all days when you're working on your self-development and your self-transformation won't be good days. And this is really important to remember during my hair. I don't know what it is doing. It's having fun right now. It is important to remember that all days aren't good days, because when you have a bad day, if you have a down day, let's say like you get sick or something happens and you're just feeling very blah, to hold space for yourself and not give up. Because when we let one bad day ruin everything we've been working towards, that just stops us in our tracks from our journey towards our self-development or our journey towards self-transformation. So accepting that you will have hard days is one of the biggest messages that I think is most important when it comes to your own self-development and self-transformation. And that's because of the fact that you need to remember you're a human being. You are a human being, okay? Which means that you are going to have good days and bad days. You're going to have feelings of happiness and sadness. You're going to have external factors that influence you. And sometimes you're just not going to feel up to having as much oomph as you usually do to motivate yourself to continue on your journey of self-transformation. Okay? The fourth thing I wanted to mention is to be gentle with yourself during your self-transformation and self-development. And remember, self-transformation and self-development is a lifelong journey, okay? Yes, you can have goals along the way. Yes, those are important milestones for you and you should reward yourself and have pride in that. But remember that if you are continually self-transform to be the best that you can be or to level yourself up, this is a lifelong journey. It's never going to be done because you always have to remain in a learning stance. Okay, if you take the stance that you know everything and you are as developed as you can be and that you are the best that you can be, well, where is there to go from there? You see what I'm saying? There's nothing what's left. Okay, so that was pretty much it. I wanted to talk about those 4 things. Remember to hold space for yourself. Know that you're doing a great job simply by committing to doing the journey in the first place. That is my last and final message around self-transformation and self-development. Once you begin working on yourself, remember that that is the biggest message to hold true to your heart, is the fact that simply by committing to this journey, you are doing this journey in the first place, which is the most praiseful thing ever. Okay? So yeah, I hope that gives you a little bit more insight around your self-development and your self-transformation journey. I'm just going to take my hair and push it back. There. No? There. And yeah, I thought with Friday the 13th, embodying my divine feminine energy, I was like, oh, I could go in and I could put some clothes on and get in front of my camera inside. But I was like, no, I'm taking back Friday the 13th. I am showing my divine feminine. I am showing up and I am here. And with that, I am going to pull an oracle card for all of you today to see what message we need to hear moving forward into the weekend for today's Friday the 13th, Friday Freebie. I am using, again, the Wild Offering Oracle by Tosha Silver. I love this oracle deck. It is one of my favorites, especially when it comes to just giving messages of intention or positive affirmation, or even just a message to pick you up. I also find it helps kind of set the pace, since I'm doing these on Friday the 13th for the weekend, to help give us like a bit of a positive uplift moving forward towards our weekend. So let's see what the message is for today. Thank you, archangels, divine beings of pure white light, ancestral guides and guardians. Please show the collective the message oracle we need to hear today. Oh, we've got enjoyment. That is the message for today, enjoyment. It says here, enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. Okay, so this really goes along with the whole self-development and self-transformation journey that I was just talking about, and feeling motivated to do it. It has to come from your heart space. It has to come from something you enjoy, right? If you don't feel motivated to doing this form of self-development or self-transformation, why would you do it? Why would you continue doing it? Whereas when you feel motivated and you feel as though there is something within you, whether it's your value system or your belief system, pushing you forward, you gain enjoyment from it, which is its own reward in itself, right? And you are intrinsically motivated to achieve something for your self-betterment, which I think is beautiful. So my loves, I hope you have a wonderful Friday the 13th. I hope this Friday freebie gave you a little bit more insight around Friday the 13th and how special of a day it is. And I hope that you have a beautiful, wonderful weekend and you take care of yourselves. I'm sending you so much love. Bye-bye now.